Our next guest is a New York Times bestselling author who Time magazine called one of the top 100 heroes and icons of the century. Please welcome back Deepak Chopra. Deepak, they were telling me today in the meeting that we have not seen each other in about a decade.
It's true, but we both look younger.
Somehow we do.
Right.
Yeah, you look amazing. You just turned 75.
I did.
That's amazing.
I did.
There's a picture of you. Show the picture of him doing like a push-up. He's doing a without a shirt on. Look at that. 75. Is that... Now, are you doing yoga? Oh, my God, look at that. Are you doing yoga or do you do push-ups?
No, I do yoga because yoga has a very specific effect on a nerve in the body called the vagus nerve, which is the healing nerve. Right now, the world is on sympathetic overdrive. They're all stressed out. So yoga is the antidote.
Yeah. You've been doing yoga for how many years?
I don't remember a day I missed in my adult life.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's amazing. Well, it shows, and you're 75. What did you do to celebrate your 75th birthday?
I went into silence for about 46 hours. I fasted, and I reflected on my life. In my tradition, the first 25 years of life is education. The second 25 years is fame and fortune. Been there, done that. The third 25 years is... giving back, and the fourth is figuring out what your true spiritual essence is and finding your true self beyond your body-mind identity.
Do you feel that you have found that already?
I do, but now I want to actually finesse it, as they say, and I look forward to this period of my life.
And so you're 75, but there's a certain blood test that you can take. And it's called, what is it called?
No, there are certain biomarkers. So, there's biological age,
right,
which is what your body is like. My biological age right now, I would say, is less than 40. Then there is psychological age, how old you feel inside, emotional age, and then there's spiritual age, which is timeless.
Yes. And how, you say
you do the biomarkers are things like ordinary biomarkers like blood pressure, bone density, cholesterol, HDL ratios, sugar tolerance. But these days, there are very precise biomarkers like inflammatory markers and also telomerase. It's the enzyme that controls your genetic clock.
Yes.
And the length of telomeres. So we have now data to show that you can increase your telomere length, telomerase, and for a period of time, you can slow it down, stop it, even reverse it.
It's amazing because most people would think, you can't reverse aging. I mean, you can't reverse that we are going to get older, but it's just, like you said, how you feel inside and what your body is. Your marker said that you have the body of like a 38-year-old, right?
Well, that's what they're consistent with, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. How would, when you're talking about everyone getting in touch with their spiritual side, how would you recommend that happen for people?
Ultimately, the secret is to find stillness in the mind. So between every two thoughts, there's a little gap of silence. If you can dip into that silence, you found your spirit. That's the vortex to soul, spirit, and universal consciousness.
Easier said than done.
No, I teach it for 45 years.
Yeah, no,
I'm happy to share it.
I know, and I think that we want you to share that with us.
Okay.
So I think I know what I'm doing, but what do you recommend for me after, this show has been 19 years, but my career has been about 40 years, and I haven't stopped in that amount of time. So what do you recommend for me?
Ellen, I think this could be the best time of your life, the most creative time of your life. All you have to do is spend a little time in reflection. Ask yourself, who am I besides my media personality? What do I really want? If I had all the money in the world and all the time in the world, what would I do? What's my purpose? What's my calling? And even more important, what am I grateful for? When you are grateful for life, for whatever you have, it opens the door to soul, to abundance. You can't have gratitude and anger at the same time. Impossible.
That's what I'm planning on
So
doing.
live the questions, and life will move you into the answers. You don't need to know the answers.
Yep. Well, perfect. That's my plan. I'm excited. More with Deepak after this. We are back with Deepak Chopra, and so a lot of people are talking about different types of psychedelics and how that's healing a lot of people with PTSD and all kinds of things. And you're participating in a study in that.
Yeah, well, ketamine is right now approved for psychedelic treatment for depression, for chronic disease, for anxiety, end stage of life. But soon you're going to see a plethora of psychedelic data that shows that in certain cases, psychedelics can improve anxiety, depression, suicidal ideation, reduce inflammation, and help with chronic disease. Actually, 2 weeks ago, I sat with my publicist, who was my publicist for 40 years, and she was dying of cancer, and I sat with her with a psychotherapist from NYU, and she was totally comfortable facing her transition. So this is an area we need to look at for future research.
Yeah,
It's
I've heard
very
about that,
important,
that it's
yes.
important, especially transitioning like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Yes. Tell everybody about the podcast on Audible. I want everybody to know about this because
So
it's...
the Audible is called Outside the Box or Beyond the Box, and it's about the mind-body zone, Deepak Chopra's mind-body zone. It's talking to people, extraordinary people. Oprah Winfrey, for example, spoke about the power of vulnerability. Matt Gabor about trauma, and I learned a lot from these people about racism, about gender inequality, sexual prejudice, and so on. And I actually found that learning from these people who had totally broken all conventional rules is the way to creativity.
Yes, I agree. All right, we have some people who have some questions. Nicole?
Hi, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. So this is something I've always struggled with. I just want to know, how can I become a more brave person?
Do the things that you fear the most right now, starting today.
I will. Thank you so much.
Start small, but yeah, that's a great idea.
Start small.
All right, Stephanie.
Hi, Ellen. Hi, Deepak.
Hi.
As someone that has been dealing with leukemia for the last 8 years, what are some small things you can do on a daily basis when you're in a low moment to be more positive?
When you're in a low moment, just ask yourself, what am I grateful for? And then observe any sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts you have. That's it, and you'll snap out of it.
Thank you.
Chloe?
Hi, Ellen. Hi, Deepak.
Hi.
My question for you is, how do you find inner peace with the things you can't control?
Well, you'd realize you can't control anything in life. We think it's a big illusion. Do you predict what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes? You can't. Can you predict the weather next week? You can't. So embracing the wisdom of uncertainty is the doorway to creativity.
Wow. Thank you.
All right, and Kendall?
Hi, I'm a very busy mom of 4 kids, and I have a really hard time concentrating and being still during meditation. Do you have any tips, or does it get easier with practice?
No, just stop once in a while. Practice what I call the STOP formula. S stands for stop. Take 3 deep breaths and smile from your head to your toe. Observe the sensations in your body, and then proceed with compassion.
Thank you.
All right, and Deepak brought something before we go, right?
Yes. I brought for the audience the Chopra app. It's a library of practices and meditations for the mind, body, and spirit. It's designed to reduce stress and help create a healthier and happy life for you. We just launched a program on how to find your Ayurvedic mind-body type and how to create a unique self-care program. And it's for all of you.
And you're getting a 2-year subscription to the Chopra Meditation and Wellbeing app. Deepak Chopra's podcast, Mind, Body, Zone, Living Outside the Box, is available exclusively on Audible. We'll be right back.